Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everybody's having a great week. I feel a little bit better than I did in the last video I shot because I was feeling pretty lousy. The weather here in Kentucky is crazy because it's like 35 degrees one day and 65 the next. So it's a murder on the sinuses or anything else for that matter. But got something a little bit different today. I'm usually showing old stuff, but I've kind of got back into the new books lately. I've got back into the Batman titles, the Spider-Man, Avengers, Justice League, and I'm trying to fill some holes in some recent Planet of the Apes stuff. But I got a couple boxes from Mycomicshop, and they've been laying here for about 3 days, which is kind of odd. It's one surefire way for my wife to think that I was sick because I had comic boxes and I hadn't opened them yet. But got a couple boxes. Like I said, it's new stuff, and I don't normally do unboxings. It's not not anything in particular. I just haven't done it. But got a couple here, so I'll open them up and see what we got. Oh, sorry about that. Just jarred everything. A little handy dandy knife here. And anybody that's ordered from Mycomicshop knows they are really great at packaging stuff. The only thing I hate is the packing peanuts, and there they are. So I'll try to dig it out of here. Yep. Okay. Peanuts are going to go all over the floor, but I'll pick them up in a minute. Okay. So we got the package, the invoice. Okay. Yeah, and I'm kind of like hippie now. I'm kind of getting where I hate tape. I know as far as packaging stuff, you got to have it, but it's really pain in the butt. And anymore, I take all the tape off my comic bags and just kind of fold the flap down, whether it's just plastic or mylar. But okay, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, I remember now. Okay, I kind of haven't read much of Superman lately. I tried it when the New 52 came out, and when Rags Morales and George Perez was on it, I kind of followed just because I like the art. But we still got Grant Morrison writing Action Comics, and from all the stuff I've heard from the guy at my local comic shop, he talks to DC reps all the time and the Marvel reps, and he says this issue is going to be a start of something good, supposedly. So here's Action Comics 18. We got art by Morrison, Morales, Walker, Fish, and Sprouse. Pretty cool cover. Morales. Of course, he did the art on Identity Crisis and a bunch of other great stuff. Number 18. And like I said, I'll get back into the Justice League books. I bought the first issue of this and I really enjoyed it. You got Jeff Johns and David Finch doing the art. Just a very cool cover there. And I got a variant on that one too. Another cool cover. So I'll be checking these out next day or so. And as everyone knows, I'm real big into the team books and the crossovers and all that. So I've already signed up to get all the crossovers on this series, the Age of Ultron. Read the first couple issues and really liked it. Of course, I'm all about the dystopian post-apocalyptic future type thing. When almost everybody's dead or dying or something. But first two issues looked really good, so I'm gonna try to pick up all the crossovers on this. And of course, everybody knows all the stuff about Batman Incorporated #8. The death of Damian Wayne. So hopefully, this is not a spoiler to anybody. But I'm just one reason I want to get back into the Batman stuff, especially Batman Incorporated. I'm not really sure how long Grant Morrison's going to be on Batman Incorporated. I've heard from some people that he's not going to be on there very much longer. But the other reason I like this book is the artist, Chris Burnham. He's got a kind of a Frank Quitely riff going. And anybody that follows Frank Quitely's work, I mean, he did All-Star Superman a few years ago. He did JLA Earth 2 with the Crime Syndicate. He did We 3. He's got another series coming up with Mark Millar called Jupiter Rising. It's a superhero thing from Image, which looks pretty good. And supposedly him and Morrison were going to be doing another series for DC called Multiversity. It was like Morrison's take on the multiverse, and how it fits into the New 52 and all that. It's going to be like 6 one-shots and then like some bookends. And but, I'm going to be all over that if it ever comes out. I think later this year. But anyway, got off track. Batman Incorporated #9. Here's the Requiem books. Pretty cool cover. Like I said, I like Chris Burnham's art, and I think the next package I've got several back issues of this that I missed. Another book that I'm really enjoying right now is Uncanny Avengers. This is #5. I'm really liking this book. And this is just an issue of this book I was missing. It was the World's Finest #8. Power Girl cover on the front. I really love Kevin Maguire's art there. One reason I'm following this too is because since Paul Levitt stepped down as the publisher of DC, he's been going back to doing scripts on this and the Legion books. So he was one of my favorite writers in the 70s and 80s, so I've been following it pretty close. I think this has still got some Perez art in it. And I guess they threw a freebie in of another Batman Incorporated #9. And I was really looking forward to this one. More Planet of the Apes stuff. Planet of the Apes Cataclysm. Anybody that's not been reading this stuff, and if you're any kind of fan of sci-fi or futuristic tales, I mean, even if you're not an Apes fan, this is a really good story because it's set maybe about 8 years before the first movie, before Heston, a.k.a. Taylor, crash landed on the future Earth. And this just kind of shows you what was going on in Ape City before then, of Cornelius and Dr. Zaius and Dr. Milo. And if anybody remembers anything from the first movie, Taylor and the other 2 astronauts are walking in the desert, and they're kind of wondering, so, well, there's that weird luminosity and there's no moon. I was wondering, what was that all about? Well, you find out what that was all about in this series. And the art is really great. And it's just a great story. Okay, it's off of that one. Open this other one up. Another big box. More packing peanuts to throw on the floor. Oh yeah. Pull out the vacuum cleaner. Okay. see what we have here. Oh, cool. Now, when I was at the convention 2 or 3 weeks ago, I picked up a book. I'd heard of the title, but I never had bought any of it. And it's my sort of thing. But this is a series by Garth Ennis. Of course, anybody that has read Preacher knows who that is. It's kind of cool because he's got Glenn Fabry covers on, just like the old Preacher books did. And it's by an artist named Esquerra. And I'm not sure if that's the same guy that used to work for the British comics like 2000 AD or not. But this is just a great story. Just a Pilgrim. I got issue 1, and I found like issues 2 through 5 for like 80 or 90 cents on Mycomicshop. This is another post-apocalyptic thing. There's just whatever happened. There's survivors going through, and this guy's trying to. He's kind of hardcore, and he's trying to lead this little band through the desert wasteland or the post-apocalyptic wasteland. So I'm looking forward to reading the rest of these. Number 2, number 3. Number 4. And number 5. Okay, like I said, I'm trying to get back into the Batman stuff. I'm really becoming a fan of Greg Hurwitz's writing, and Ethan Van Sciver, of course, all the stuff he did with Green Lantern and a bunch of other DC stuff. This is Batman the Dark Knight, number 18, versus the Mad Hatter. Okay, and this is a part of the Ultron, Age of Ultron crossover. Fantastic Four 5 AU, Age of Ultron. They got that little AU on all these crossover issues. Haven't been reading much of Fantastic Four. I'm going to maybe give it a try. The last time I was really interested in that book was when John Byrne was on it. So, I'm going to try a couple issues and see what's going on. Another title I picked up was Guardians of the Galaxy number 1. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you heard there's going to be a movie about this. But you got Bendis on the writing and Steve McNiven on the art, another favorite artist. John Dell, he's a favorite inker of mine. I think he inked Howard Porter on Grant Morrison's run of the JLA several years ago, so I really liked his stuff. This could be a cool book. And here's one I was really looking forward to getting. I've got a couple issues missing, but this is Joe Kubert Presents number 6. This is the last issue of this miniseries. And I think Joe draws a couple stories, and then there's like a couple other artists. You have a series called Spit about this young kid on a ship. He's pretty abused, and then I'm not sure, it might be Glansman. Sam Glansman does a story on USS Stevens, and somebody does an Angel and the Ape. And for all you Commandy fans, that's what really caught my eye. There is a Commandy story in here too. Not by Joe, but Joe actually does the script, and I can't think of the artist's name. I saw a preview of it online, but anybody that's a big Commandy fan, as I am, this is a book to get. Anytime Commandy's name pops up, I'm all over it. Like I said, I've got back into Spider-Man. Here's Superior Spider-Man 6 AU. Like I said, I don't think this is part of the regular series, but this is just a crossover with the Age of Ultron books. Pretty cool cover. And like I say, I'm trying to fill in my run of Batman Incorporated. A couple of these I might have already had, but I'm not sure. But I went ahead and got them because they weren't that expensive. But here's number 0. Number 1. Number 3. Return of Matches Malone. Actually, this is a persona that Batman took on back in the 70s when he was trying to find out information from all of his stoolies. He tried to play this little cool character. Number 4. Wingman and Redbird. Number 5. Okay, and here's another one I was looking forward to, put up by Vertigo. And of course, if you watched any of my videos or Custom Bomb Stars, the original title of this we were real fans of back in the late 70s, early 80s. But here's a one-shot, I guess it's a one-shot special. That's Time Warp. It's just more sci-fi stuff, put up by Vertigo. So I'm kind of looking forward to reading this. Yeah, I'm not sure who did the art on this. But we have got Gail Simone doing some of the scripts. And maybe that's Russo on the cover, I'm not sure. I think it's what that says down here. Kind of hard to figure out. It looks like Gil Kane's signature. But that's all I got for now, guys. I'll probably be showing some more recent stuff in the next few videos, but I have got a package of Silver Age stuff coming from Super World Comics in a few days, so probably next week sometimes I'll be putting that one up. But thanks for watching. Onward and upward.